So what you see here in front of me is what I call the beast. It's the Lenovo ThinkPad P17 mobile workstation here for 2021. Now this thing is big, it's bad, it's powerful. Now it's not beautiful by any stretch, I'll talk more about that in this review, but it's not meant to win any beauty pageants. It's here to provide sheer raw power, sometimes on the go. At 7.7 pounds, not the lightest thing in the world, but for mobile workstation, definitely portable. Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this is my review of the Lenovo ThinkPad P17 mobile workstation here for 2021. Coming up.
And as we take a look at the specs in the interest of transparency and full disclosure, I'm not being paid by Lenovo, I'm not being sponsored by Lenovo. All the opinions you're about to hear are my own, and Lenovo is not getting copy approval. They're seeing this video for the first time, just like you. Now, this review unit is on loan from Lenovo, and once this review is done, I'll be sending it back. And with specs and pricing out of the way, let's find out what you get inside the box. Let's open this beast up. Now, opening the box, of course, inside is a smaller box that houses the 230-watt power adapter. It's pretty compact considering the power it needs to drive, and you also get the extension cord. They give you a setup guide with warranty information as well. Now, holding this unit for the first time, 7.7 pounds, 3.5 kilograms. This thing is a beast. It's thick, it's big, it means business. Now, this tank is built like a beast, and when I tell you it is made to endure a lot of ruggedness, you're going to definitely get it out of this with this mil standard A10G rating. Okay, let's check out the port selection. We'll start off on the left side. We get an HDMI port, a USB-A port, the SIM tray for your optional LTE on this, and of course a 3.5 millimeter audio jack. On the right side, you get your optional smart card reader, a full-size SD card slot, 2 USB-A ports, and on the back is your LAN port, a USB-C port, 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, and finally your power port. All in all, an excellent port selection. And for those wondering, yes, you can open the lid with one finger. And upgrading this laptop is made easy by the latch that they include with this, that all you need to do is just loosen the captive Phillips head screws, pop off the latch, and you have access to expand the RAM and expand the storage. The SSD that they do include gives you some excellent reads and writes, although there is an extra slot, as you can see here. Now, you can get this with DDR4 2933 ECC RAM if you go with that Xeon processor, or non-ECC RAM for the non-Xeon processor variants. But this unit has 32 gigabytes of RAM, and you can get it with up to 128 gigabytes of that RAM. Now, for those wondering, there is a memory module under the keyboard. You'll have to remove the keyboard itself, remove the bottom cover, and then you'll have access to that memory module to swap out the RAM. Now, to slide off that cover, you just need to remove that one screw, slide out the plate, and you have access again to that memory module. Now, we're looking at Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5. Now, speaking of the wireless LAN card, it is slotted in, which means it is user replaceable down the road, and you gotta love that. Now, you can get this with optional wireless WAN. That means you'll have always connected LTE when you're on the go. I love that option to have, of course, and it is replaceable by the user as demonstrated in the video here. There are 2 display options when it comes to the P17. You can get this with a full HD resolution, that's 1920 by 1080. That's an IPS anti-glare display. That's rated at 300 nits in terms of brightness. Or you can get what I have here, a 17.3-inch UHD display, 3840 by 2160. This is an IPS display with an anti-glare coating, and it is also a Dolby Vision HDR 400 display that is rated at 500 nits. And this display is really excellent. It's a really bright display. I got 465 nits, not quite the 500 nits that they claim. However, 465 nits is very bright, good for both indoor and outdoor use. I got really good black levels, good white points, excellent contrast, and it had a low Delta E score of 1.37, making this a very color accurate display. And it also covered the color gamut really well. 95% sRGB, 93% Adobe RGB, 83% of the DCI-P3 1.3 wide color gamut, and 88% NTSC, making this an excellent choice for content creators that do Lightroom, Photoshop, and of course, video editing. And it's Pantone color calibrated right out of the box, making this a great choice for those professionals that do video work. And it definitely has a retro look with its rather thick bezels, but this thing is a tank. This beast definitely has a very interesting look, and that retro look is kind of appealing to me in a strange, odd way. And of course, it's not going to win any beauty awards by any stretch. This is not a beautiful laptop. This is a powerful laptop, and it gives off that appearance. In other words, this mobile workstation means business. Okay, this is the front-facing camera on the Lenovo ThinkPad P17 mobile workstation, a powerhouse, a beast, absolutely. What do you think of this 720p 30 frames per second webcam? Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think of the internal mics? I want to know how it sounds. Again, let me know in the comment section below. Now, as you can see, there is a shutter switch which allows you to turn off the webcam, giving you more security and privacy. I like it. It also has a fingerprint scanner which allows you to log in with Windows Hello as well. That worked well, registering my finger each and every time I used it. Okay, let's talk about the keyboard, and it has that typical ThinkPad keyboard that I absolutely love, giving you excellent key travel, really good tactile feedback, and it's very comfortable to type on for extended periods of time. It also is a backlit keyboard, which allows you to get work done in a dark room or a dimly lit environment. It also has a numeric keypad, so if you crunch numbers, if you do Excel spreadsheets, you're going to love the inclusion of that numpad. And it also has communication keys, great for Skype and Zoom calls as well. And I also love the fact that it is a spill-resistant keyboard, so if you spill water or coffee, you have a fighting chance. Now, it does have a precision touchpad with physical mouse buttons, but it is a little bit undersized considering the size of this 17-inch mobile workstation. Nonetheless, two-finger scrolling was buttery smooth, and all the gestures work as you'd expect. And typical of ThinkPads, it also has the track point. Some people love it, some people don't. I actually do prefer it. It's a great way to navigate through the OS. Now, the speakers are located above the keyboard on that top grill, as you see here, and I would say they're okay, decent volume, not too much bass, not expecting much out of these mobile workstations in general, but due to the nature and size of this laptop, I was hoping for a little bit more full, richer sound. I didn't get that on this. I would say they're about mediocre speakers. If you want a more enhanced audio experience, of course, invest in a good pair of wired headphones or even Bluetooth headphones for that matter. Now, the P17 has a 94 watt-hour battery, and it only did about 3.5 hours on my continuous web surfing test over Wi-Fi at 150 nits. I didn't expect great battery life, and that's exactly what you're going to get with this. Not so great battery life, of course, but you're not really using this on the go all that much. It is portable enough to take with you from one place to another, say from your home office to your main office, but really not meant to be on the road all that much if you're going to use it on battery. A lot of times, creators or any kind of professional will use this plugged in at a desk away from the office or something like that. But again, don't expect all-day battery life. That's not what you're going to get with this powerful workstation. Now, they do give you a 230 watt power adapter in the box, and that will charge your laptop to about 80% in just about an hour. You're looking at a full charge about an hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes, and that's really good. Now, obviously, this is a very powerful workstation, and you're going to expect really great performance. And as you can see from these numbers, the benchmarks I ran, especially with the Cinebench test that I ran, the multitude of them, as you can see, the numbers really show how this CPU, the Xeon processor, really shines. 3D graphics with the Quadro graphics here, really, really good numbers. That means you can do really high-end video with this. You could do 3D rendering, CAD work. You could also game on this if you want to. But again, not a gaming laptop, but again, really powerful GPU. Now, to test out video performance, I wanted to see how long it would take to encode a 15-minute 4K video in Premiere Pro, and it did really well, taking only 3 minutes and 55 seconds, whereas my Dell XPS 17 took 4 minutes and 13 seconds to do the same encoding test. And I wanted to see how well Photoshop would run on the P17, so I ran the Puget Bench for Photoshop test, and it did 885 versus the 645 on the Dell XPS 17, showing that this is a real workstation powerhouse, doing very well on these type of tasks. Now, when I ran the Prime 95 stress test, the CPU would turbo boost to 4.789 gigahertz with a core temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. That got pretty hot. And then it dropped down to about 3.492 gigahertz to 3.593 gigahertz, maintaining a core temperature anywhere between 83 degrees Celsius to 87 degrees Celsius. Not too bad. Now, one thing to note, the fans will kick in under heavy load, and they are noticeable because of, again, the power that this is generating. The fans need to really ramp up. Okay, let's wrap things up here. What do I think about the Lenovo P17 mobile workstation here for 2021? And I really, really like it. I like its bright, sharp 4K display, outstanding performance, strong GPU performance in particular, the rugged design, the excellent keyboard, the upgradable RAM and SSD, really easy for the user to upgrade that. I like that. Optional wireless WAN, which is great when you're on the go, great array of ports, and it does have a webcam shutter. What I'm not so crazy about, it's subpar battery life, the fact that it's really big and bulky with rather thick bezels, but you're not buying this for its looks, you're buying it for its power and somewhat portability. Even at 7.7 pounds, you got a mobile powerhouse workstation here that you can theoretically take with you on the go. I'm going to give this a score of 88%, making the Lenovo ThinkPad P17 mobile workstation here for 2021 worth your money.
So what do you think about this bad boy, the beast as I like to call it, the P17 mobile workstation? It's big, it's bad, and it's powerful. Now, it's not beautiful, that's for sure. It's not the Beauty and the Beast here, it's the beast only here. And what I'm talking about is it's rather thick, bulky, powerful specs on this. As you saw from the sheer numbers, definitely can do video editing on it. Definitely could do 3D rendering on it thanks to that Quadro RTX 5000 GPU. Thanks to the Xeon processor that this has, this is a real powerhouse and you can take it with you. Now it's 7.7 pounds or 3.5 kilograms, definitely not light by laptop standards, but by mobile workstation standards, definitely something you can take with you on the go. But I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. Certainly not cheap. This is over $5,000 as far as my review unit is concerned with that Xeon processor, with the Quadro RTX 5000. It starts at around $1,500, $1,600. Definitely a little bit more affordable than what this one is. But of course, when you're looking at this, promoting it to professionals, they're not going to blink an eye at the price tag, especially if it's the right tool for the project. But I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's a device or something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to try to make that happen. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, my website, amdtechreviews.com. So until next time, this is Andrew from AMD Tech. See ya.